This is Rob Ismay and you're watching Sport Icons.
All right, everyone, I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Mine was very, very busy, but Monday morning, back to the grind. Now, yesterday I seen a social media post by Rob Ismay. Rob Ismay is a pal of mine. He trains with Nick Gitters at the Wall's End Boxing Academy. I like him. He's the godfather of Northeast boxing. I've said this time and time again that I see him as the godfather for Northeast boxing. Literally everybody in the Northeast loves Rob Ismay. They'll always go to him for advice and all that kind of good stuff. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again real quick now before we get into this video. Any promoter out there, if you want to get Northeast on lock, he's the guy you need to sign. He is, and it looks like somebody could well be doing it. So the rest of you, if you really want to get Northeast on lock, pull your socks up and get to it real quick. Now, Rob Ismay, he called out Alen Babic. Now, Rob Ismay is 10-0. Alen Babic is also 10-0. So, of course, when I've seen that post, and by the way, he's recently done an interview as well with Emperor Michael, and I'll put that in the description box as well, where, of course, he talks about the Alen Babic fight, among other things. In fact, Michael, a quick message to you. I know that you wanted to interview me yesterday. I do apologise. I was really, really busy, but we will reschedule that. But great stuff on you getting Rob on to your platform. Now, it's a very interesting fight. Rob Ismay versus Alen Babic. Now, Rob Ismay, for those of you who don't know, he's 10-0 for his first, about 7 fights, I think it was. He was a light heavyweight. Then he injured his hand in his 7th fight, I think it was, which put him out of action for quite some time. In fact, he thought his boxing career was over. But some years have passed. His hand seems to be perfectly fine now. And of course, with his trainer, Nick Gitters, with the, by the way, exceptional hand wrapper, exceptional. If anybody's out there looking for, on fight night, to get somebody in your corner to do the hand wraps, Nick Gitters, call him up. Honestly, he's one of the best in the country. Now, obviously, I say that because the hand wraps are very, very important, especially when it comes to Rob. More from a psychological point of view, because what he doesn't want to do is throw it and the thing goes again. But with the way that Nick wraps him, he feels perfectly fine, so there's no hesitation about throwing the hand. Now, Rob, I filmed his last fight against Josh Sandland. A lot of you will know Josh Sandland, or at least heard of him. He's a journeyman for sure, but very, very durable. He doesn't really get stopped. Rob Ismay stopped him in the first round. A lot of you would have seen that fight. Obviously, it's up here on the channel, where he dropped Josh Sandland. Josh Sandland gets up. Rob Ismay just puts it on him, puts him out. Now, this is a very interesting fight for me. Rob Ismay versus Alen Babic, both 10-0. Rob does not want to be heavyweight. I know he's ranked very high, especially on BoxRec when it comes to Great Britain for heavyweights, but heavyweight is not where he wants to be. Cruiserweight is where he wants to be. And that will be his next fight. In fact, he's going to be out in March. I won't tell you the exact date for it, and I won't tell you the exact show, but that will give people a bit of an indication that somebody may actually be signing him. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But when I seen this post, I text Rob. I says, are you serious about this? He said, deadly serious. I feel that with my style and his style, I can beat him. So, okay, cool. So I sent Dillian White a WhatsApp message. He hasn't responded yet. Obviously, Dillian White manages Alen Babic. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. I know Joe Laws, I believe that he has texted Eddie Hearn about it as well. So hopefully this fight happens. This is a fight where, okay, a lot of you may not know Rob Ismay, but he's a fantastic boxer. Very heavy-handed as well. His footwork is out of this world. It really is. Babic, of course, we know how Babic fights. He comes forward throwing haymakers, throwing bombs. So, of course, the first couple of rounds is going to be quite scary, isn't it? If Rob can get out of those first couple of rounds, then I'll probably really start looking at it going, okay, Rob is probably going to win this fight now. Because Babic is going to be very, very dangerous. Quite what his engine is like, we don't really know. It seems to be pretty good, but honestly, we'll really have to wait and see. And if I didn't feel that Rob could potentially win this fight, I wouldn't do this video. I wouldn't have messaged Dillian and all that kind of stuff. But I do feel that Rob could actually do it. He could actually beat Babic. At bare minimum, Babic is going to have to go through hell to get that win. Babic is going to have to show some boxing skill. Babic says that he can box, and I believe that he probably can. Of course, he was with Herkovic and the team over there in Croatia, so he's got to be able to box. He's going to have to box with Rob Ismay. He's going to have to. Just marching forward, throwing haymakers, probably ain't going to get the job done. It probably isn't. So hopefully this fight happens. As I said, they're both 10-0, so why not? It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense, and hopefully we get to see Rob Ismay versus Alen Babic. That'd be fantastic. I would absolutely love to see that fight. I really, really would. I mean, I'll catch up with Rob soon. We'll get an interview to get it all out there as much as we possibly can. But hopefully between now and then, Eddie Hearn looks at it and Dillian Whyte sees my message and everything and gives me a call. And then I'll put him in contact with his manager, Phil Jeffries, to get this fight done. There's no reason in the world why this fight can't happen. Unless, of course, Babic has already got a fight lined up with, I don't know, Oscar Rivas for the Bridgerweight World title or something like that. Cool, fair enough. Of course, everybody understands that. But why not? He wants to test. Babic ain't afraid of no one. Rob Ismay genuinely believes he's going to win. Rob Ismay is not one of these fighters who would call out somebody unless he genuinely felt he would win. Babic has fought a lot of fighters where a lot of them say, yeah, I think I could beat him, blah, blah, blah. I don't think any of them truly believed it. Rob Ismay believes it. He really does. Anyway, the Godfather of the Northeast boxing community wants to fight Alen Babic. Ideally at Cruiserweight, but as I said, I'm sure Rob may well accommodate him at Bridgerweight if that's what Babic wants to do. So anyway, watch this space. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.